I'm Denise Shardlow of Denise Shardlow Designs and Ernst Doder. My passion is making one-of-a-kind coats, and I also have I guess the best way to put it is I have a fabric problem. Last week I did a Fashion Friday and I was showing you a coat that I just made from fabric that I have, as well as I was going to show you the next coat that I'm working on right now. The reason why I'm not showing you that coat today is it got a little more complicated. I thought I could just modify the original pattern I made, but I'm doing a little more to it, so I needed to make an entirely new pattern. And next week, I'm going to show you more of the process so you can see just what is involved. It just doesn't happen in a snap. There is some effort. But as I say, I have a fabric problem, and I have made the commitment to use up this huge stash of fabric that I have. Some of it is left over from larger projects, so I can't necessarily make coats or else full garments from the pieces that I have left, but I can do fun things like handbags. So I'm going to show you some of my smaller items. Now, every time I see this color, I think of my childhood friend, Susan Buckles, because this was her favorite color when we were kids. Now, this is a classic tote. It is totally reversible. Totally reversible. Look at that. Okay, and on each side, yeah, well, not on each side, but on each reversible side, there's a pocket, and then there's a pocket inside, right there, for your cell phone, for anything you need to grab quickly, glasses, sunglasses. Now, everything that I've been doing, I put a little loop here, and then I attach, and I believe they're called carabiner clips, so you can just clip your keys to it. Fabulous. Now, these totes I am charging $75 for on my website. I was going to price them a little higher because they are a little work intensive, but I wanted to sell them and I wanted to create some excitement, so I'm having them priced a little differently. This, again, fully reversible with a carabiner clip for your keys and pocket outside and a pocket inside. Here's another one. This is a nice neutral color. Same thing, reversible. Now, I'm funny. I either have totes or have small bags, but we're going to talk about that soon. And this one, this is so retro. Isn't it cool? I really like this one. And, oh, by the way, all of those that I just showed you are one of a kind. I cannot duplicate it because I made it from fabric that I had limited quantities of. Okay, now I'm going to show you this bag. Those of you that know me have seen me for several years now. This was my bag by default. It would hold my cell phone, and then every bag there was this little pocket, a little floating pocket that would fit inside, that I'd have my driver's license and credit card and some cash in it. And COVID made me realize that this bag just didn't quite cut it for me. I needed something to hold more. So this was the original one that I made for myself. It's almost shaped like a saddlebag. It is larger, but it's not too big. And there's a back pocket for, this is where I typically put my cell phone, but my cell phone's over there now, so. And then, like glasses, things that I want. Yeah, do you know what? Well, why don't I show you just what I have in here? It's pretty cool. Okay, this, again, I have those loops on either side. So I have a carabiner clip for my keys, and then a carabiner clip for my wallet. And then, since we're in COVID, I always have an unused mask just in case. I have my tinted lip balm. Okay, there we go. I always need that. And I guess that's about it. That's really, wait, there's one more thing. I always have a runny nose. So I have my tissue pockets in there. Okay. So this is my bag, and I love it. I find it really practical. I find it's pretty much just what I need. I like how it sits on my hip like this. I also really like the shoulder strap. I find it very comfortable and very practical. I have it on my website just how long it is. For my more petite friends and clients, just tell me and I could make the shoulder strap shorter, but I've had a fair amount of people try on the shoulder strap and it worked for just about everyone except my really super petite friend. Now, again, this bag reminds me of Susan Buckles because of the color. This is a one of a kind, and this has a button loop, and again, the same thing. It has the back pocket. It has two inside pockets. I didn't go into detail with that one. There you go, two inside pockets. And what was I going to say? So there you go. And I just love this shape. I mean, it's sort of like a kidney bean, but it's nicer to say it's like a saddle bag, but perfectly sized. Now on my website, I have all the dimensions. Now, my friend Flora, who travels a lot, she saw my bag and said, I want one just like it, but I want Velcro, because she just wants something that she knows is pretty secure and she can just rip her things out now. Since she travels, she has her passport in here. Again, the same thing. It has a pretty tight fitting back pocket, two inside pockets, and a carabiner clip and loops on either side. Now, I want feedback as to whether you prefer the button loop or the Velcro. Now I could do a snap. To do that, I'm going to need to get those, you know, punch machines to do it. I did have one once, but I don't think it's in working order anymore. And then this one I just finished. This is like a faux snake skin. Now, these are not one of a kind. I can duplicate these if it, this is one of a kind. And again, since I have all this fabric and smaller pieces, I'm going to make more and more that are just what I like to call a once and done. I can't replicate it. Okay, so that's it for now. I can't tell how long I have chatted, but I'll see you next week where I'm going to go into a little more detail about what it takes to design a new silhouette and to make a new pattern. And right over here somewhere I have, ta-da! I now have a way to turn this off and on because